Look who's finally awake. Did my handsome darling sleep well? Oh, don't look so panicked. The rope's tying you down to the bed for your own safety, I promise. You look so delicious, all wrapped up like that. A perfect little present for me. Unable to move, unable to escape. If you think all that wriggling around like that will break those bones, I'm sorry to say, but you are sorely mistaken. I made sure they were just right to hold you, my dear hunter. Oh, that made you still. You finally know who I am then. The vampire queen you've been so publicly hunting all this time. I've been watching you. The way you've been asking around at all my usual haunts. Even though it was all no use anyway. Everyone bows to the vampire queen in my domain. And frankly, one pathetic excuse for Monster Hunter is not giving them any hope. But really though, I was wondering whether you'd actually recognize me or not, since most of the time I was lurking right under your nose, in the very same taverns and inns you sifted through. And tonight, well, let me just say, you played the role of my prey so perfectly. I mean, come on. A beautiful lady comes to sit beside you at a bar. She offers to buy you a drink, talk, saying all the things you just love to hear. Such a handsome blade you have. You look like a true fighter. Oh, little innocent me could never do anything like that. You're so brave. Oh, such a handsome young man. But not so bright, I mean, what I did to you, seducing you, luring you back home, it should have been an obvious tell. And how you didn't notice the concerned glances from the bartender or other patrons is beyond me. That, and also not figuring out what the real threat was until I left a damned boar on your doorstep. I almost felt bad for that. It was so cute to hear back from some of the civilians how proudly you were running around, saying that you'd found out what the monster was. Such a sweet, dumb thing you are. I do love myself a little bit of a himbo though, so maybe I won't punish you too hard. What am I going to do to you? Well, for now, I'm going to play a little. I'm going to crawl over on top of you, just like this, until I'm right in your ear. Do you like this? Me being this close, my hot body pressed into you. Perhaps you'd like it even more if I told you those sweet little words you like to hear so much. Would you like to hear me tell you how much of a handsome, strong, good boy you are? Oh, that does get a rise out of you, doesn't it? You'll come around to me calling you other names soon. Pet, servant, my obedient little slave. Oh, getting a little frustrated, are we? Trying to knock me off. You know, I think I've been a wrongfully inconsiderate host. I suppose the most I can do to make up for it is ask, right? What would you like me to do to you, sweet hunter? Release you? You know, you might actually be onto something. If you had told me all you wanted to do was pin me to the bed, I would have gladly let you, handsome. All jokes aside, I'm curious. What exactly is your plan now? I mean, you have me pinned, yes, but you have no weapons. Nothing to stab me in the heart with. Nothing to decapitate me. And plus, I'm not even fighting back yet. Even someone as strong as you would not be able to hold me down if I wasn't allowing it. Gods, you look even more adorable when you're flustered and don't know what to say. Oh yes, pin my hands above my head with one of yours so you can try and grab something off the side table. Pity there's nothing there though. Although, it would be quite a sight to see you fashion a steak out of thin air, I must admit. You're looking a little lost. I'm just waiting for you to do something. I'm finding it quite entertaining how you're racking your brain so thoroughly. Done. You find nothing? Release me then. There you go. A little hesitant, but we'll work on your obedience in time, I'm sure. But for now, you do get some praise for following your first order. You're such a good boy for releasing my hands. You're doing so well for me. The way your breath hitches, that blush. You've never been told those things by a woman, have you? You could be called so many more, those sweet nothings, darling. Each one spelled by my tongue. Oh, just for you. And all I ask in return is your loyalty. And perhaps a bit of your blood here and there. And well, perhaps I'll share something of mine with you if you're really good. Unsure, are you? I won't be coy with you. You don't really have a choice. I've already made up my mind. You can either come willingly and be my good boy, or not, and be my slave. And by all means, if you want a bit of both, I can certainly arrange that. But I know what you truly want. You long for it so desperately. That's all you can think about. How it would feel to be mine forever. That's what you want, don't you? An eternity of love and adoration. Me. Say yes, and I can give you all of it. All you need to do is say yes. That's a perfect example of what a good boy should say. I'm so glad you came to that decision, darling. You are going to be a perfect new consort. Now, big guy, I want to taste those lovely lips of yours. They have been distracting me all evening, and later I hope to taste a few other things you have to offer. Now come here, sweet